Okay, I wanted to talk about targets on this cable trade. This is a cable trade that I took yesterday, the Tuesday the 14th, as we rallied up on that news into this order block at 1.2820. I had a pending order there. It rallied up. It had rallied up and hit it, and pulled back probably leading into the news. I drew the stop down to break even. It actually rallied up. It took me out for break even on the news. Rallied through, and then as it failed and broke down, I re-entered here, and it broke down, came back, retest, and broke down through the day. Now that was taken on the retest of the order block into the upper line and the median line, and it's broken down on a Tuesday. Now you can see Monday consolidation, Tuesday when it rallies up, forms the high of the week and breaks down. I'm now looking for Wednesday to provide some expansion, and I'm going to explain that on the weekly chart. And this is where my targets for this trade come in. You can see this big bearish week here last week is we've dropped down, run the lows here, run the upper lows out here, and that was our weekly target. We've pulled back. This week we've gapped down, opened, rallied up, retested these lows, broken down, and I'm looking for expansion back down to the next little set of weekly lows down here for the week. So that'll give us a nice expansion down here. To the tune of 230 pips on this trade, and if I do that, we'll pretty much a decent chunk of the weekly range. We do have some British pound news coming out Wednesday we are here. CPI is coming out. The expected is better forecast. Is currently sitting better than previous, so I suppose if it comes out worse than previous, we should see a strong pullback. We've also got USD core retail sales coming out later tonight, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Australia. In the US session, so there is potential. Looking at the hourly here, there is potential for this. We've broken down into the middle, in this median line, the middle of this downtrend, basically. We've run up, we've rallied our highs through Asia. Now, personally, preferably, I'd just rather see this drop. Obviously, I'm short, so I'd like to see it drop. I'm looking at this as a stop run. If you look previously, we broke down, formed a range, ran the stops, or ran out the previous highs into a level, broke down. This day here, we just rolled over and broke down again, consolidated, formed a range, ran the stops into a previous level of support, change resistance, break down, form a little range, run the stops, hopefully break down, is what I am looking for. Now, if the news comes out bullish, we may see a rally back up into either this level or even up into this group of up candles here, and then maybe that would hit the upper range of the median line again, and then in New York news, perhaps it would reverse and smash down. That would give if it does do something like that, I'll be looking to take profits as it runs this low. And the weekly range expansion idea on a Wednesday will be off. However, if that news comes out bearish, that will give this fuel to really drop, and then if the US news comes out bullish, it'll give it even more fuel to drop, and we could see quite a good strong movement lower here, and that's why I am so bullish on these targets. Well, I suppose I'm so bearish, but I'm expecting a large target. My risk, when I initially entered this trade, I had stops above this high here, so my risk was 20 pips, and I'm looking for 200 pips return, so it's a 10 to 1 risk reward trade. It's a I guess an aggressive trade. Currently up over 100 pips on it. However, I do believe that there is reasonable expectation to expect, or reasonable logic to expect, continued expansion to the downside and continuation of this weekly downtrend. It's been going for a long time, and I don't see anything to stop it as yet. We are running into previous consolidation levels here. It may run this low and reverse off that into the middle of this old weekly range. At the bottom of the Brexit breakdown, so 50% of that comes in here. And if there's any accumulation done through this range, the average price is going to be at 50%. So that's going to be the fair value of that range is 50%, which is around 23.80. And I'll just average it out to 23.80 rather than trying to take an exact figure. So I'm looking for 25.80 as my take profit on this trade. I'm not going to drop it down to 23.80. I suppose you can take partials and drop it down, but that's a bit aggressive. So that's my thought process on the cable trade that I entered yesterday. Looking at our current state, if we swing from here and rally, then we've created a low with a lower low and a higher low. So on an intraday basis, I really do want to see it break down from here. I don't really want to see these highs run. And if it does rally up, I might even take some portion of this trade off to pay myself, and then wait and see what we get from there. I shall update you again on that shortly. I also have a trade running on the euro. I went short here and here, added an extra one on that. That's breaking down strongly. The US index is looking strong here at the moment. I believe the cable, the British pound, is holding up due to the expectation of bullish news. I don't think the US index is going to drop if we do get bullish news. So, if we get bearish news, the cable is really going to get some wheels to the downside, I believe. I may well be wrong. I've been wrong in the past. I'm wrong often before. So that's the logic behind the way I'm managing this trade currently.